What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Pete, and today we're taking a quick look at the all-new 4K 60 Pro from Elgato. First and foremost, as I'm sure you're aware, the 4K 60 Pro is an internal capture device intended for use with games consoles and PCs, allowing you to record and or stream your gameplay to all those beautiful faces out there on the interwebs. Inside the rather nice packaging, you get an HDMI lead, a nice little Elgato sticky badge, and obviously the card itself. The 4K 60 Pro plugs into one of the PCIe slots on your motherboard, has an HDMI in from your console of choice and out to your screen. The key benefit of this device, as the name suggests, is that it's able to capture in 4K at 60 frames per second. It's also capable of varying resolutions up to that cap and allows for pass-through of higher refresh rates. For instance, want to record at 1080p 60 but still want to play at a buttery smooth 144 frames per second? No problem. So your refresh rate is no longer limited by the card itself. There are some downsides to the 4K 60 Pro, however. This latest model from Elgato has no form of inbuilt encoding, so unlike the HD 60 Pro before it, which could take the load off your PC and do some of the work itself, this card requires your computer to do all of the work, which makes sense due to how much it's doing, but that also comes with some hefty minimum requirements. If you want to even think about using this card, you're going to need at least an i7 from no more than 2 years ago, a 6700 for instance, no less than 16 gig of RAM, and a 10 series Nvidia GPU or AMD equivalent. Ouch. Even if you meet the barrier for entry, you still have to use a separate program to record at 4K, which is missing pretty much everything from the regular Elgato software, which can still be used but only at 1080p. Of course, you can just use OBS if you like anyway. Once I got around to recording some footage, everything went pretty smoothly. I did however notice that when watching back footage it seemed to judder quite a lot, which it turns out was caused by watching it in the Elgato software itself. Watching clips in a separate media viewer had no such issues. So who is the 4K 60 Pro for? Well, if you're seriously into streaming and like to play at high refresh rates, or uploading 4K to YouTube is your thing, then this may be exactly what you've been asking for. But if you don't want to spend quite so much money, £359 here in the UK, and then more money on subsequent required PC upgrades, and are happy to deal with 1080p for now, then there are many cheaper options available to you. For me at least, the positives outweigh the few negatives, but this is definitely one to contemplate on before spending the cash. As always, if you have any questions about the device, then don't hesitate to drop them in the comments below. Make sure to subscribe. I've been Pete. Thanks for watching.